Noted, and we are back with another behind the scenes, behind the episode 3 this time. Players, how are y'all doing?
You got trauma on your phone? Because I do.
I am so angry.
Going through it.
I'm angry.
Damn.
Maybe you should just grin and bear it.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh,
You
that was a wonderful play on words. Wonderful.
Very upset by that.
Okay,
I have a hypothesis I got
let's hear the
during.
hypothesis.
So, Morris, aka Bear Morris, does not remember the Sylvan Woods. Like, she remembers the people, but doesn't remember the sanctuary. And then the orcs took over a sanctuary. So I have a feeling my sanctuary was wiped out.
But Marcus doesn't know that.
Right. But like, that's my personal.
Yeah. Okay.
Bear Marvis is like running on intuition and primal instinct right now.
Oh.
That's fair. Your theory is wrong, but I like it.
Can Halo be in two places at once?
Can Halo be in two places at once?
Yeah, what's up with Grudge Baby?
What is up with that, baby? All right, hold on.
We all had a vision.
Hang on. I want to do some personal shout outs. I've been gearing up for doing it for in the behind the scenes. So I just wanted to, say memorable moments from each of y'all. I won't do like a player of the game thing, but I will tell you some parts that I especially loved. For starters, Mars, the shock value of your character this entire episode. Like, I can't really think of a moment where you didn't either A, do something shocking, or B, have a shocking response. It was very lively, very immersive. So thank you for that. I enjoyed that. Dimas, listen, I know you have so many questions on what the fuck is going on with you. We'll get there. I promise we'll get there. In the meantime, great job taking care of Halo. You've really embraced the "this is my child," and it shows. It shows on an in-character level, so that's dope. Kaida, you're doing a really good job of being the light for your sister. That's really good. I can't say any more to that effect, but you're role playing that very effectively. Ren, I think you have finally found the perfect balance between I'm an asshole and I'll kill you and talk no jutsu, and I'm here for that energy.
You already know.
ZZ, I think you set out to capture a character that was amazed by the world and ready to draw blood, and I think this episode, more than any, it really shone. Oh man, where do I begin, dude? The way you legit misled the characters, gave that ambiguity of like, I'm just kind of here, I'm doing my job, guys. Like, we're gonna do this or nah? To turn around and be like, no, I'm taking the child. I'm looking forward to seeing how that conflict resolves itself at the beginning, middle, or end of next episode. But I think you did a really good job of leading them. One of the key things that I wanted to set off in this one was to not play every NPC, especially super important ones. They're not all good, they're not all bad. But I know that I can only act to the best of my ability in certain ways. So bringing in an NPC to bring their own flavor and taste to a character that I've created, it throws the party into disarray because they don't know what to expect or how to react to it. They can't learn my habits for every NPC that way. So flawless execution. Now, I imagine you all have questions and comments and all of that jazz, so by all means, the floor is yours.
I have a comment first and foremost. Shout out to our amazing DM, who never ceases to fucking traumatize us in every fucking episode.
3 times this episode, and one you didn't even play him.
like Onyx asked for my game notes, and there are 4 lines, and there's a lot of screaming. Like,
I thought I already had trust issues as a person, and now I think I'm projecting that onto Kaida even more.
Okay. Out of game character was used for in game character because I remember specifically telling you the 2 horror movies that fucked me up as a child, and one of them was The Grudge, and you just made that child look like The Grudge.
I can neither confirm nor deny that that's exactly what I did.
That is exactly what you did.
Neither confirm nor deny that I have a channel called Player Notes that y'all can't see, where I just write shit down when I hear it.
Yeah, that fucking tracks.
This man is terrifying. I hope you all know this.
I want to see those notes at some point. We have a
They're in the player notes.
I haven't gotten the full trauma aspect yet from him, which says
Not
a lot.
yet.
Because I've played enough campaigns with him to know how this
Dante!
goes. Look,
You are not the first to be separated from the party.
I know. Look, I was going to
That's
say there've been a
right.
lot of things that have been going on. I've stayed with the group. I haven't gone completely off the deep end this time. There's just so many
it's
things going on.
Dimas' turn. Dimas is screwed.
Look,
It's
my
okay.
theory.
Hello?
My theory is that Mystery's
always
picking off the ones who are like pretty easy to traumatize. So like me and Cole and Onyx first of all, and then later on he's gonna go after you guys personally.
And that's because you're too
I'm
close.
gonna go after
A
Vi
whole
first.
different level.
Can you go
gonna
after
go after Vi
Deontay?
first.
No, Deontay.
Gotta save the
for-
best for last.
I don't want to
No,
do
listen.
it.
No, you don't understand. He's going to come for my jugular, which is why whenever we have these afters and even before, I don't say much because I'm not letting him turn anything against me this campaign. I refuse to do that. But he already knows a lot about me in general, so I'm like, damn, I really can't.
I
have
feel
him
like
turn
it needs to
fine.
be tradition for every NPC that joins our campaigns as guest NPCs. They get a little bit of trauma too. Come on, dish it out.
They're helping me give the trauma.
Here's the thing, Deontay. When he comes for your jugular, I wish to watch every ounce of blood spurt from your veins. It'll be fun.
May I
I'm a method actor.
may I make a ridiculous request from one of y'all that can handle animals like before I become a non-bear? Can somebody please make me dance for my own like out of character entertainment? Please.
Oh, Zizi will absolutely. She's proficient in animal handling.
Doesn't know what a fucking bear is.
We're gonna be sitting there after whatever big event happens next episode, just be like, well, what do we do now? And then Zizi's gonna be like, dance, and then Mars is gonna look at her, and then I'm like, oh my god, get out! Somebody either turn her back into a person or turn her into a rug. There's no in between.
Okay, so I can't tell you specifically, but there are a few different ways that you will turn back. I'm not sure which one's going to play out, but you're not going to be stuck as a bear for the rest of the campaign. I wouldn't do that to your character.
Okay.
I would.
You're just, this is unfortunately another side effect of you
The time thing.
losing all of your time. Yeah. And Dimas, you just had everything taken away from you.
Everything.
So if Zizi is proficient in animal handling, does that make Demas proficient in child handling?
Yes.
I'm wrangling. I was wrangling all of you.
I want to believe it, but we've seen what happened to Dimas' children. So those are some crit fails.
I was handling
All
the
right.
children fine. It's other people that are the problem.
Oh, that was out of pocket. You know that was.
Lord Avalon, motherfucking looking ass.
Lord Avalon, motherfucking looking
I
ass.
love how y'all were all like, oh, Toby's
He hot.
Toby's
Like,
hot.
Okay. So
Avalon with y'all thirsty
I'm not
asses.
mad.
okay, Oak. Like
I don't know why I'm
honestly,
here.
it wasn't personal that I attacked you. I was in bear form, had connections with everybody else in the party, and those connections overrode her fear of that child.
Amara, speak for yourself. We all attacked and it was personal.
Right, I was about to say we all took it personally. What the fuck?
Okay,
I'm
for
glad
me,
you
it
know
was like,
that.
We'll
dance perfectly.
Great. I have a feeling.
fire as your element on me?
He's been watching, apparently.
I'm just sitting
I
here
know we
questioning if level 5 is high enough level to kill a demon lord, possibly.
Yeah, like,
So-
what the hell is he?
I will tell you that he's not a demon. and he is not an angel. Avalon is very much human,
A Sagittarius. Oh,
and
No.
that is all Sagittarius.
I was gonna guess Gemini, but you know.
and you
Hey,
got to deal with that. It's very much human, and that is all that I will say. I will also tell you that all of the NPCs have lore, and it is up to you, if even possible, to figure out what to ask, and how to get that information. I'm not giving you any hints to what it is, but they all have stuff that they can and cannot share.
Well, unless he responds to bear kisses, I don't think I'm getting any information out of him right
I
now.
think I have a bigger problem right now.
Right.
Oh, you guys can't
Right.
see the screen. Hold on, let me
Listen.
just.
No, we can't.
not
I'll
me
drop this somewhere.
having that intrusive
No,
thought.
not Laura.
That intrusive thought out of character. When Dimas got stabbed, and my first initial thought was Hot Pockets again.
You little bitch.
I'm not referring to people as Hot Pockets.
Kinda,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I thought you guys. I dropped in episode notes what Laura's now looking like.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
It's giving,
shit!
it's giving,
Is that
like,
what you
Sephiroth
meant?
but hot.
That's
She
what
needs a hug.
That's what she
she
turned
needs a-
into.
Fucking
Whenever he
hug.
talked to her.
So he's got some sort of control over. Is it all of them or just her? I guess you can't answer that, can you?
I guess we won't know.
Find out next time.
Well, y'all will find out. Dimas is in hell.
He straight up let us on the whole goddamn time.
How are you
I
feeling?
did have a question.
Go ahead.
You said 38 damage, but it was double damage and he rolled a 9?
No. 38 was after doubling it.
Yeah, no, but he rolled a 9.
Oh, so his sword is automatic 10 damage, and then the elemental, he rolled a 9.
Okay.
So it was 19 that got doubled.
So, but I still have 5 health points.
So you want to know how it happened?
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you that. It's in the past. Hakuna Matata. So essentially, you were told in your game 0 that you were going to lose everything.
Right.
And essentially, the thing that you talked to in your game 0 recognized that it couldn't bring you back. It already knew that it couldn't bring you back permanently. And essentially, if you took over half of your health, that you were going to be pulled back. And this entire time that you've been blacking out, you've been seeing your torture happening because you're still
Back
there.
in hell. And the hummingbird from my game 0.
Dang, this all happened right after we just added character, confirmed we were going to be besties. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I made a best friend.
So the good
my
news
best
is,
friend.
so the good news
mean,
is you're
to be-
still alive. The bad news is you are in hell.
But that also does tell me that I was
But you're a little bit what?
a little bit right
About which part?
when I said I'm not actually alive.
No, you are alive.
But I'm still in hell. So it's like a limbo.
No. Remember, heaven and hell are planes of existence that you can go to regardless of what state of being you're in. Before the first calamity, you couldn't go there unless, you died. Now, the first calamities happen and people aren't naturally going there anymore, but there's still ways to get there.
That makes actually a lot more sense.
And that's why I told you guys at the beginning that those aren't the only 2 planes for an afterlife. There's a version where it's just children. There's a version that's called the Abyss. That is just, if you think of Hercules and the big pool where all the spirits just kind of swirl forever. There's different versions of afterlives based off of religion, based off of people's faith, based off of natural order and laws and stuff. And they are all accessible, but they are no longer guaranteed upon death. That's the law of order that changed.
Dimas is essentially a projection.
That was a projection of Dimas this entire time.
Wow.
Guess we're going to hell.
Oh, guess we gotta go to hell.
Guess we gotta go to hell.
Damn, I'm so conflicted because I just told myself, I'm like, I don't want to get to know anybody. I don't want to be by myself. And then we become best friends. I've been friends with a fucking hologram this entire time. Gosh
Dimas
damn it,
didn't even know that Dimas
I
was
don't
a
even have real friends. That's fucked
You guys
up.
don't know that.
I know, but
Yeah,
when
you
I
guys
figured
don't
out,
know. Get it. But that's why I was like, damn, I can't believe you went after Dimas first. It was so clean, and I was like, well, there goes Dimas.
It's okay. He went after Amaris when I was like power duo, and now she's just stuck as a bear. So
You know what, though? I mean, I'm not totally useless in my bear form. I do have Toby pinned.
you're not
With a
furious
little
about it?
wren in between my legs, like trying to.
Also, though, a thing we probably want to sort out when we come back is exactly where Halo is in this scuffle, because he was holding her when y'all attacked.
Well, he let go to stab you.
Did he? Oh, okay.
He would have to, because he went to pick up, which would be 2 hands with a 4-year-old. I mean, technically not for him, because homie's strong.
It's huge, right?
But
That's why I was like,
I'll give benefit of the doubt and say that he stopped trying to pick her up to stab you.
oh, okay.
let's also keep
just
in mind
Kaida?
that Zuzi's like half snake right now too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because that shit happened so fast. Like everything happened in such a blink of an eye. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god!
I've been dying to use that. Yeah. So I think what do we decide once a day or once? Yeah, once a day. She can meld her legs into bottom
Noodle.
half snake noodle.
Come on.
What was your question, Kaida?
Do we grab Halo and get Halo the fuck out of there, and or try to convince Elora to chase us in the process?
It really
Ask your bear
depends.
friend.
That's next episode talk there. Like,
I have a distinct feeling that Alora is probably gonna fight y'all.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
She ain't gonna fight me. She know better.
She looking like that? She probably trying to fight.
The fuck? She gonna fight you.
so I
She's not
just
gonna be
want to
able to stop. I don't-
dissect something Mystery said.
Oh,
Oh god.
Oh lord.
He said Kaida is doing very well at being the light to her sister.
I'm gonna help you
So
out.
I think-
I'm gonna help you out because I know exactly where you're going, and I heard it when I said it. Let me just squish that rumor right now.
Okay.
That's not how this is gonna work.
Okay.
I would love for it to be a PG, princess's magic, and with the power of friendship, you can change the person from being dark to light. But no, if you want to expel this, you're probably gonna have to kill her.
This is not Naruto.
This is not Naruto.
Damn it!
There is
One
one other
cannot-
way, and I'm not saying what it is.
If one cannot be cleansed by the light and redemption of the angel, then they shall be cleansed with fire.
Oh dear.
Seems legit.
It's a good thing I take showers.
But remember,
Showers of holy water.
killing her doesn't equal death. So take some solace in that. She'll only lose a part of her soul if she didn't already lose enough parts of her
The
soul.
other 3, exactly.
But we don't know how many times she's
You
died.
don't know how many times anyone's died. You don't know how many
Yeah.
times you've died.
True. That's true.
Hate it here.
Toby, I like your shit.
Toby, I love how you used Toby. Was that your idea?
Nope, that wasn't my idea. I said, hey, just come up with a nickname so they don't know who you are until later on, and then go from there.
You saw how unhinged the whole chat went when he was like, "My name's Toby." They're like, "Toby."
That's his cat's name, and we all love his cat.
That was clean.
Yes.
Yeah, your cat is adorable.
Although
I
now you
will
have to
say your
deal with people
character-
going that they want to fuck Toby, so good luck.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, though, right?
Mhm.
Does he have cat
to- your character acted how I would picture your cat acting if he was a human.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Toby is very much I don't really care what's going on. I'm just here to do my job type of vibe. And it was flawless.
Lord Avalon can fuck a bag of dicks.
Lord Avalon's gonna be a fight.
I'm gonna fight him.
I will have a special interview with you, Oak, tomorrow. I'll write up just some information for you to read off, and then I'll check with my stream manager and see if we have a clip for you to react to as well. For everyone else, be on the lookout tomorrow for your reactions. And other than that, job.
Oh, you'll have them. You will have them.
We'll have them.
Yeah. We got shit to say.
We're gonna have
I have a lot of feelings.
We're gonna have.
Any final questions, comments, or concerns?
No, I want it to be next Tuesday.
That's fair.
Ditto.
Dimas?
No.
Zizi.
Not that I can think of. I'm assuming that we're gonna have to figure out all my questions on our own. So.
All right, folks. Well, that will call it for our behind the scenes, and we'll be seeing you next week, Tuesday. For everyone that is watching, stick around. We've got their reactions, and we've got Dimas' Game Zero that we'll be playing, so you can see how that all began.
That's a doozy.
Do enjoy. Next episode will be episode 4, and then we will not be. I can't even say if we're streaming on 4th of July. If we are streaming on 4th of July, it will not be a game. It'll be a different behind the scenes or a Game Zero. But there's a chance it won't happen if I got work. We'll figure that out later. I'll let you guys know as it gets closer to the date. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please stick around for the reactions. And yeah, say bye, players.
Bye.
All right, Dimas, Cole, number 5, last one. Are you nervous?
Yes.
And I've already done 4 of these, so I'm just humor me. What are you nervous about?
I packed so much trauma into this bad boy.
That's true. That's true. You did.
I said, oh, how much can we fit? And now you're going to give me more. So we're going to take it all away. Unsure.
You'll see. Are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Here we go. Unlike anyone else, you've had a very vivid visual of your afterlife. A deep, dark cave, dimly lit by a single flame floating. The crag covered in ash. Bones scattered just before your feet. Dimas has perpetually been on their knees, with both arms chained and hanging. Every few millennia, the flame brightens, and for a moment, you can see the faces of your mother, wife, and children. And as they run towards you and grab your shackles, their fingers are singed, and the flame continues to spread until it burns everything in the room except for you. When the flame goes out, it is only a matter of time before it starts again. This goes on for some time. Enough time to break any person. But one very specific day, amidst the flame, there are iridescent eyes. And instead of the flame enlarging, it trickles down to an ember. And then it's snuffed out completely. A wisp of smoke stands in its place, and it forms into the silhouette of a hooded figure floating in the middle of the room. The hooded figure looks to you. You're the one they call Dimas, right?
So it would appear.
We've heard your story. do not know why you were chosen.
Chosen?
We'll get to that. Dimas, you must understand by now where you are.
He just gazes off into the distance, resolute to not react in any strong way.
The hooded figure nods and floats down. Every step that they take, the ash moves away from their feet. The entirety of this floor is covered with your loved ones. It's a grueling image, I would imagine.
It's not one that I would choose for anybody else.
But you've chosen it for you.
I can see no reason to have avoided it.
We do have a way of manifesting our own hells, I suppose. So if given the opportunity to change things, how would you do it?
He closes his eyes and hangs his head. Says, I've had too much time to think about that and still have no answers.
Oftentimes, the answers are not found until we're faced with opposition. Is this a challenge you want to take on? To leave this place? Start anew?
Is that possible?
The road has changed a lot more than one might think. Some 25 years ago, a calamity took place, resurrecting lots of people, mainly against their will. You, however, have a choice. You can continue to stay here and repent. Or you can return to life. In doing so, that opportunity will exist.
The opportunity you speak of. Would this be redemption?
I cannot spell out what the opportunity is, only that it will be present. It's only defined by your actions and the actions of those around you.
There are many things that I chose during my time on Artalis that regret is not a strong enough word at times.
I'm not familiar with the concept of regret.
Wish to change.
Then I imagine you would have the willpower to change it now.
I should only hope to be strong enough if I am chosen.
You have been chosen, but we cannot force this upon you.
At what cost?
It will cost you everything.
Everything is a vague term.
The nature of how you got here spells out magics we are not profound with dealing with. The cost to return what remains of your soul is higher.
that cost would be?
Everything. Everything that matters to you. Though, as I understand it, those who wish profoundly have the ability to change that afterwards.
He studies the figure for a bit, contemplating, again, because everything is quite a lot. But nods once in resolution. I'll do it.
I wish I could say you were lucky. You will return with far more than many others. But what you've lost in its stead may drive you to a new type of madness. The figure waves his hand and the chains disappear. You haven't much time left. Stand up.
He gets up and like dusts off the ash, because obviously that's everywhere.
Close your eyes, and when next you open them, you shall return. Seek out a city known as the Nexus. There, you will look for a vessel and await further instructions.
Before he closes his eyes, he looks at the figure with just this grave face. Thank you for this freedom opportunity.
Do not thank me yet. Hell is in your mind. Where you're going is all too real.
And he closes his eyes. Stands there.
As you close your eyes, all of the wind stops. It gets suddenly very, very cold. You can sense tragedy around you. But it's not in the same sense of the tragedy you've dealt with internalized. It's external. Almost as if you're passing through a veil of death, perhaps connected to that aspect of you that is a warlock. As your eyes finally open, you recognize that you are in a shack that has been burnt down. You're also butt the fuck naked.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering if that was gonna get tossed in. Dimas looks around the shack. When you say it's burnt down, are there any like standing walls still, or is it just like kind of like the frame of the house the shack is existing?
Walls still. Since these shacks in particular are a combination of like wood and cobblestone, so
okay.
They're worse for wear, but roofs with giant holes or missing entirely, walls that are halfway crumbled, wooden beams that are still standing because they're just too thick to burn.
Do I recognize this shack as a place that I have previously been?
You can roll for that.
Cool. What am I rolling for?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Insight? Okay, let me pull up that there character sheet. 16 plus 5 is 21.
You would recognize that the specific architecture that was built here is the equivalent to outpost from your town. and you would know that the specific woods are like a mulberry wood. That will not be important later, so don't worry about its name. That were found growing within the Saxon Desert, not far from the hills. Very, again, relevant. It's safe to assume that you're in your outpost. But it's not your shack or your home.
Do I recognize that it might be Dakotam's?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool, so I'm exactly where I died. Perfect. So I'm gonna look around the shack, see if I can maybe find in a space that wasn't so burned something to put on. Because I don't intend to stay here that long.
Roll a perception check.
Perception, yeah. Man, I am so glad I stuck these dice in my mouth. It's a 19.
Hell yeah. You find all of your previous belongings. Your clothes are rather cindered. The backpack will hold for the time being. And the food has definitely gone bad. Some of the stuff has rusted over as well. Using any of the weapons, you probably get 3 good swings at it before it's broken.
Totally fine. Awesome. So I am definitely getting dressed. They're cindered, but will do. And I am gonna also check for bones. Because I came to this shack last to kill somebody.
There are no bones.
No bone. Oh no. Okay, so I will check the other room.
The door is closed.
Okay.
Just let you know.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
You want to knock first? Okay. It's not.
No, it's it's all burned down.
That's not for you and your well-being. It's fine.
It's not his first instinct.
As it opens, it falls off of the hinges. And it hits the ground with a loud thud. And this room is much more intact, almost protected by some aspect of magic that's keeping it, that kept it protected from its prior explosion. And immediately, amidst the darkness of this room, you hear a voice go, "Hello? Who's there?"
Do I recognize the voice?
It's been 25 years.
That does. No, damn. Okay. I'm wishing I'd knocked now. He does have dark vision, so looks around the room to see where the voice is coming from.
In the adjacent corner of the room, there is a small bed, and on it is a rather old man. It's very short and stocky in size.
Cool. I don't think this through. So he's gonna call out across the room. Oh Jesus! He's gonna call out for Dakotam's name.
You gotta call it out.
Yeah. Okay. Dakota.
The voice responds, "Huh?" That's it.
Let me check something. So I think I have. Let's make a light. Darn. I was seeing if I had the ability to make light. I don't. I can make a big fireball, but we already did that. So okay. He's going to cautiously approach the figure and say again, Dakota, is that you?
As you get closer, you can definitely tell this is a dwarven person by the name of Dakota, and they're very old. Even though they're dwarven and wouldn't have aged at such a speed, something's happened to them that's aged them up dramatically.
What happened to you?
I don't know. He sits up slowly and like, grabs like a walking stick and is kind of like hoisting himself so he can just sit. He's looking you up and down. He goes, "How do you know that name?"
You don't recognize me.
No. I'm sorry, should I? I haven't gone by Dakota in a long time.
What have you gone by?
How many years? You can tell that he's like starting to ramble, like that old age ramble.
Right, yeah, okay. What should I call you?
He goes, you can call me Jen. It was the first name that I had a long time ago. We used to play out in the mountains. It was a good time.
Dimas reaches his hand out to shake for a handshake. Hello, Jim. You can call me Dimas.
He reaches it out slowly and kind of shakes it. He goes, Dimas. It's a wonderful name. You're young, whatever you are.
Not being recognized is quite the grace.
He goes, I wish I could say the same. It's been quite a while since I've had a visitor.
We can use the term visitor loosely. Do you happen to know, Jim, a place called the Nexus?
He's looking and he's scratching his long dwarven beard. It's very raggedy. He's like, no, I can't say that I have. But so much has changed. Time has changed. People have changed. Loved ones that were gone exist. But existence has changed. He looks like he's going to fall asleep.
Yeah, so Dimas at this point, he just has chalked up that very last line to complete rambling. And he says, very well. I shall leave you to your rest and bid you adieu. And he turns and heads towards the door.
He goes, can I make a request, young man?
He stops and turns and says, you may.
My wife, I don't know if she was ever brought back. If you should see her, please let her know that I miss her dearly.
He, by what name does your wife go?
Olivia.
I shall let Olivia know. And then he turns and walks out the door.
As you walk out the door, you get to see the rest of the outpost. There's only about like 6 buildings in total, 4 of which are residential, 1 for food, and 1 for like religious effects, but mostly used in your time for militia that might pass through. Everything looks worse for wear. The town itself has been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
It is also the dead of night.
Perfect. Wonderful. We love nighttime. So, Dimas takes a look around and realizes, like, there's not really going to be anything here for him at this outpost. He has his belongings. And then he just, like, tries to figure out what the hell the Nexus is. Like, he's trying to work it out in his brain. He's like, I don't know what the... We didn't have a Nexus before. This guy knows nothing. And he just kind of starts walking out of the outpost. Like, he's like, I gotta start walking at some point.
Right before you get out of the outpost, there is a person sitting on a bench right near what would be the town's entrance.
Can I see if they pose any kind of realistic threat?
So you're looking for... That would be insight, but it'd be hard to tell without them doing anything. Insight would be like gauging if the person has bad intentions.
Right.
But if they're not doing anything, it might be hard to read. So you can roll it, but you're gonna have to roll it with disadvantage. So roll it twice and take the lower.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good sign. So that's an 11. Or it's an 11. Damn.
Nope. You're not detecting anything in particular from this person. Well, more so to that effect, you're not detecting anything. No magic, no pulse. You're like, this, like, as far as you're concerned, they're not there. If you weren't
other than I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I approach with abandon, and I say, "Excuse me, can you help me with something?"
It's a woman. She raises her head slowly. She looks a lot like Olive.
Olive?
She goes, "Hello, Dimas." She stands up and takes a step towards you.
Dimas's hands start to shake, and he... Olive, how long have you been back?
Olive looks at you and smiles slightly. Well, it's all thanks to you.
Thanks to me?
She nods slowly and extends her hands out like she wants to give you a hug. But then she goes, "That's right. You did this." And then she bursts into flames. As Dimas would blink, she's gone, and the fire is gone, the ash is gone, the bench is gone. She's not there.
Oh. Dimas. He would... Oh. Yeah, he just closes his eyes and drops his head. I should have known. And he takes a deep breath and starts walking towards the exit of the outpost again.
You successfully make it out of the outpost. The creature did tell you to head towards the hills, in particular, to look for this city. So
yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a little dice for you.
Yes. That was me. I know I said I wanted everyone else to cry, but damn it.
This dice is lucky. You also got a really bad encounter. Congratulations. And it ain't pixies this time. As you're walking, you recognize that it's a full moon. Or it's not werewolves.
I recognize it. Okay.
Yeah. Are you paying any special note to it?
Like, to the moon itself? Not really, but generally surroundings. Like, I used to do a lot of...
alive, you know, maybe you like the moon.
In a while.
Yeah.
But also that means I'm having more light to see by than I have had in a long time.
That's very true.
So like, he's, you know, on his path, but he's generally just paying attention to his surroundings, keeping an ear out for anyone approaching, things like that.
It starts to rain.
Okay. He's not particularly bothered by the rain, so he's just like, I guess I'm just fucked, I guess. Walking in the rain.
As you're walking towards the hills, you're probably about an hour into the walk and like 30 or so minutes out from it. You're noticing that there are a couple of dry spots in the rain.
Dry spots how? Like, just like...
If you want further information, you're gonna have to roll for that.
Yeah, okay. I'll roll for it. What do you want me to roll?
Roll a perception.
Okay. Oh!
What'd you get?
Shit. Dry? I got a nat 1.
Well, you got a nat 1. Perfect.
I know nothing.
You notice it for like a second that, yeah, there's some dry spots, but you're not paying any type of mind to it, and you are walking directly into one. Before you walk into it, you hit something invisible in front of you.
Do I fall down?
Nope.
Cool, that's better than what I was expecting.
Right into it. Not all crits result in falling in damage. At the same time, not all crit successes result in instant kills.
No, but like when you think sometimes you fall down.
Mathematically, if I rolled 100 on my percentage of you getting an encounter, and then you rolled a fail on your percentage of identifying said encounter, then the encounter is going to be fun. That's just how I look at it.
Jesus fuck. Is this the first nat 1?
Yes, it is. You got the first nat 1. Congratulations.
Okay. So like, maybe he was in his head thinking about the encounter with his wife just a minute ago. And when he walks into this thing, he just like comes out of his head. He's like, oh. And he like looks around and like reaches out to what he apparently just walked into.
What's your armor class?
I hate that question. It's 12.
All right. As you're reaching out for whatever touched you, something reaches back out and it grabs your wrist and it pulls you. You have a chance to react here, so you can try to use dexterity to slip your wrist out, or you can try to use strength to pull or to hold your ground and pull back. Either one will be a saving throw. It'll be your choice.
Well, fuck me on both. He is more likely actually to do the strength, where he plants his feet and pulls back.
Okay, go ahead and roll that saving throw.
Well, it's a 5, so
Nope. You plant
Nothing.
your feet successfully, but this creature's got some astronomical strength, and it pulls you in to the spot where there's no rain, and all of the rain outside stops. And just before you can see it's in the rain, but it's not moving, and it's a hummingbird.
and I hate this. Cool. So he's a hummingbird, but the hummingbird is not what has his wrist.
No.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think that made any sense. So
No. The entire clearing of no rain is about a circle with about 10 feet in its circumference or diameter, whichever one's the outside.
I can see the hummingbird's wings, can't I?
Yes, the hummingbird is outside of this no rain spot, so it's in the rain, and its wings are less than one flap a second.
And Dimas is aware of what that means.
Yes.
Cool. So, Dimas definitely swears under his breath. Just goes, "Oh, fuck." And he tries to use his other hand to pull his wrist free.
The creature holds on tighter, so you're gonna have to do another tug of war here. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
If you're pulling just your wrist, then you can do dexterity still.
Okay. That's a 17.
Oh, you actually won. I rolled a 2.
Cool.
You successfully pull your wrist free.
Cool. He walks over. Well, no. Yeah, he walks over to the hummingbird.
And in the rain.
Right. Am I not in the rain?
You're not in the rain. You're in.
I'm not. I got pulled into the circle. Got it. Okay. He thinks for 2 seconds and he realizes this didn't go well the last time, but I don't really have a whole lot on my side right now. What is this?
So what are you gonna do?
Okay. Yeah. So he is going to cast a 3rd level Scorching Ray at this being that apparently exists in front of him that he can't see. So in the direction of what was grasping him.
Gotcha. As you go to wind up that spell, you can hear Lucy go, "Don't do it, Daddy."
God damn it. And he stops and looks around for his little girl. Lucy?
You can feel,
Lucy.
You can feel a tug on your charred clothes, but you can't see it. Right after that, the tug is gone.
Yeah.
And whatever the presence of that thing was, the thing that pulled you in and all of it, is gone. All of the raindrops outside of the circle turn white and begin, instead of falling towards the ground like the natural flow of gravity, they start agglomerating into one spot, manifesting a very big heaven-sent beast. Any potential squirrels or creatures that were touched by the rain and not in one of those spots gets pulled into the amalgamation with it, except the hummingbird. The creature stands about 3 feet tall, and it looks around, and it gets very close to one of the other circles, and then it disappears like a mirage. The hummingbird's wings start flapping like normal and it flies off. All the rain is gone.
But there's still the dry spots and wet spots on the ground?
Yes.
Dimas books it in the direction of the hills, avoiding all the dry spots.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna just roll for acrobatics.
17.
Okay, you're successfully hopscotching your way all the way to the hills. As you get over to the other side, go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you're reaching the first hill.
Yeah. It's not good. It's It's a 7.
Go ahead and roll out Constitution saving throw as you're reaching the first hill.
It's a 7.
Your dice hate you.
I'm so glad I ordered a dice jail. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright.
I'm mad at this die.
You hear, as you reach and start to climb the first hill, all the rain has stopped basically at the hills. So you're not hopscotching anymore. You're climbing up to the first hill and you hear like a toosh, and almost like a catapult was like rounded back and then fired off. And an arrow comes flying at you with a net attached to it, and it wraps around your body and bundles you up.
Fucking Christ. Oh, see, this is why I was fucking scared.
It's fine. You're doing
Dimas, like, he, like, struggles in the net and he yells, and he's like, What? How? Who's there?
you hear a whistle in the background. False alarm! False alarm! This one's not one of them. And you hear like some murmuring and like people kind of shuffling around in some of the other hillsides. And a kid comes up to you, and he's gotta be like no older than like 14 years old. He pulls out a little pocket and he goes, "Hey, sorry about that. You know what those things are that keep coming, but we've been trying to do our due diligence. You know, my bad. What are you? How did you survive? How do we know it's not you? Can you just come with us?" And he's talking like a little bit too fast, hyped up on that adrenaline of trying to get like his first catch.
Cool. he like gets free of the net and he goes, What are those things that attacked me? Do you know what are those?
You didn't see the heaven sent?
The what? No.
You don't know about the heaven sent. If you don't know about the heaven sent, that means you just woke up. If you just woke up, that means you weren't part of the original calamity. You weren't part of the original calamity. That means you have no idea what's going on.
Okay, kid. Let's. Is there an adult I can talk to?
I'm in charge.
That sounds fake.
He whistles again.
Where's the adult?
He whistles again, and other kids pop up, and they've all got like war paint and different weapons and stuff. They're not halflings, they're not dwarves or gnomes. They're children.
Where are all your parents?
They're all looking really sad. No one else
Oh.
is speaking. The one in front of you is like, "Hey, so listen, touchy subject. How about, we just ex-nay the parent talk, and instead, like, how did you survive out there? Did you not see them? Did you not see it? It was huge."
I saw like a hummingbird, and I saw like one kind of very small, like 3-foot tall critter. Nothing big. What are you talking about?
Weird.
Should we go somewhere safer to talk about this first?
He goes, "There's nowhere safer out here in the wildlands. It's wild." He goes, "Anyways, listen, where are you trying to get to? Okay, we'll take care of the hills. Let's get you escorted and on your way. It's a dangerous place."
Children escorting me, a grown-ass adult. And he just like looks very confused for like 2 seconds. He goes, "Fuck it. Do you know where the Nexus is?"
He goes, "Oh, I don't. I can't go there. I haven't seen it. I haven't been there. But Bob does."
Bob does. Cool. Bob?
And he goes, "Oh, yep, Bob here." And this kid comes out and he's kind of running over to you. And he stops to catch his breath. He's like, "Hey, I'm Richard. You can call me Bob."
Gonna do that.
Well, it's
Bob.
simple. Okay, Robert's a dick, so we call him Dick. So I can be Dick even though I'm Richard, so I'm Bob. Because Robert can't be Bob because he's a dick.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
You make sense. Totally get it. Where's the Nexus?
He goes, "Oh, why are you looking for that place? We tried to commandeer it once, and it didn't go so well."
Not trying to commandeer anything. Just trying to get there.
He goes, "Yep, can't help you. Most people that go there don't come out, and I'm not taking you. So good luck."
I don't need you to take me. Just point me in the direction.
You can't see the lines?
Dimas, again, he's just like, everything is confusing. And he looks around and he goes, what is this kid talking about? Looking for lines now. You're going to make me roll for this.
No, I'm not, because you can't see that.
Okay. Well, shit.
Richard named Bob goes, all right. You don't have the site. It's a surprise you even know the name of the city, but it's fine. Listen.
The site? Carry on.
Okay. I'll take you to the door, but I'm not going in.
Okay, you don't have to go in. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know me shit. But I appreciate you taking me to the door.
Because yeah, it's the least I can do. And if anything happens, join your own and I'll run away.
Sounds good.
Cool. Got a deal. The
Awesome.
dude looks at you and goes, all right. Bob doesn't get back in one piece. We're going to raid that little town of yours.
Dimas looks around at all these kids that are, I'm guessing, armed.
Yes.
Perfect. He looks around at all these armed children, and he thinks back to that little town with just Jim. He's like, fair enough. Sounds like a deal to me.
He's like, I don't know
Not
what
my problem.
Yeah, you're right. So you guys start walking amongst multiple different hills, and Bob is being a kid. So, where are you from?
And at this point, because I don't believe it exists anymore.
He goes, oh, well, it's out there. I've seen it. And why are you going?
What do you mean it's out there? I'm going to the Nexus. Like,
Why are you going? I mean,
because I was sent.
business there. Oh, who sent you?
That's a very good question, bud.
So you don't know who sent you, but you're going anyways.
Well, you don't ask a lot of questions in the last place I was.
See, this is the problem with adults. You don't ask a lot of questions, and then you die.
And then we die. And he just like, he has the thought of, kids die too, and does not say that to this child. Like, he just goes,
He goes, it's okay. My folks died. I was there. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, they came back like a few seconds later. But they weren't quite themselves, and they didn't know who I was, so they kind of just walked off. It was weird. Followed them around for a bit, but then my dad got a little violent. I get it, though. If you don't know why the child is following you, then maybe you're going to get robbed or, something like that. Yeah.
So they just stop remembering you when they come back?
They did.
Is that common?
Yeah. Depends on how many times they've died.
What do the people just not stay dead anymore?
Oh, no. No.
Oh,
Plenty of people
okay.
that were dead are back. I'm guessing you're one of them.
seems that way at this point.
He goes, but it's no matter, really. Just try not to die and you get to keep who you are. But if you die enough times, you lose everything.
How many times is enough times, kid?
Psh, beats me. I'm still on life number 1.
That's fortunate.
He smiles like a really big toothy grin. And he goes, anyways, we're here. And he stops at kind of like a crossroads. There's like 4 different hills, and then there's like crossroads where the different paths meet.
Do I notice any, like, he said he was taking me to a building, so, like, is there any building?
Nope.
Perfect. What do you mean we're here?
And he goes, you can't see the lines. Okay, so there's celestial energy like everywhere, and some of us have like the ability to see it. If you can see it, you can find things that other people can't find. It usually doesn't lead to anything good, so I try not to follow, but this time it did, and I was able to find a really cool city hidden from view. Most of the normies can't go there. That's what we call the friends we can't fight. Go ahead.
So, at this point, is Dimas able to understand, like, this is celestial, so he can't see it because of being a tiefling warlock?
That's the assumption that he would make, but it's actually not.
Okay.
Because even, so celestial is not angelic. Celestial is otherworldly of any variety.
So he's like drawing conclusions of his fucking own. Boy, he draws conclusions a lot like I do. And he says, so if I can't see the door.
He goes, oh, I can open the door. And he reaches over to the right and looks like he turns a doorknob and then opens the door. And you can see a deep tunnel that just cut out of the middle of nothing.
Secret tunnel. So he goes, so I just this way? So I just go here?
While it's here, yeah.
Cool. Thanks for the guidance. You gonna make it back okay to your friends?
He goes, I'll be fine.
I need some reassurance on that, Bob.
First life. I'll be fine. It's the reason I've stayed alive.
Fair enough. If your friends raid this town, that's not my fault. So, thanks again, and I will hopefully never see you again. And he just like heads down the tunnel.
Bob goes, goodbye. Oh, and don't forget. And then the door shuts.
What? Guess I'll never know. Just keeps walking.
You've been walking for a while, and the tunnel does not seem to be getting any smaller.
He's very lost about pretty much everything and has only encountered dreams and children and a very old enemy. So it's like, I don't know what. He just takes a deep breath and shakes his head and he goes, I can't begin to fathom what is happening in this world at this point. Maybe at the end of this tunnel, we'll have some answers to something. And just like, can he like see a light at the end of the tunnel? Like nothing? Okay, so he's just gonna keep going. Like, it's gotta end eventually.
Roll a perception check.
It's another nat one.
Beautiful.
I'm mad.
That for you. As
so mad.
As you're walking in this tunnel, you hear a voice way off in the distance go, hey.
Jumps like really suddenly because it's been quiet. Who's there?
No response.
Looks around like he is looking for someone now.
You can
Hello?
see footsteps that's way down on the other end of the tunnel. And the light
The direction I'm headed?
The direction you're headed.
Okay.
And the light way down at the other end of the tunnel is getting closer.
After spending an eternity, or what feels like it, watching lights get closer and further, he's a little nervous. But he does keep going towards it, shouting out, hello? Can you hear me?
There's still no response. And the footsteps that are coming towards you are getting louder. And the light that is coming towards you is getting faster.
Okay. I hate that they're not responding. I'm not gonna lie. He has no great options. At this point, he's a little afraid to cast anything for fear that his son will appear now. We've got 2 out of 3. Why not make it the whole family? It's a reunion. So he swears a little bit. He calls out one more time, but does ready Scorching Ray. Just like, maybe it creates some light. I don't know how that manifests.
That's not how that would work at all. I wouldn't do that. But I understand. You're preparing it, so I get it. As the light's getting closer, you're actually able to see down the tunnel, and it is your son, and he's running towards you.
Dimas drops his hands immediately and like falls to his knees assuming his son is still very small.
Very
Because he was
small.
like
He's
5
children.
when he yeah. Okay. It says Liam.
He goes, Dad,
Liam.
and is running faster.
Tears are just streaming down this man's face. He goes, my boy. Is it really you?
And he goes, it's me, Dad. Oh, and he's running towards you, and he jumps to jump into your arms.
Yeah, absolutely. Catches this baby and
You catch
wraps him up.
He bursts into flames and disappears. The next second, you're no longer in the tunnel, and you're standing in the streets of the Nexus. And that is the end of your Game 0. It's a requirement that I check in on my players, so please tell me how you're feeling.
I wish I'd given him less trauma.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's completely fair.
So a little mad at my dice.
Yeah, your dice kind of messed you up too.
That fucked me over. I put you in my mouth. I said it would work.
I complained about it after.
I did.
Hey, job well done. You have a
Thanks.
very intricate backstory, as do all the rest of the players who are definitely listening right now, just for the recording's sake. And know and understand, you will all have an opportunity. What happens at that point is up to you, and obviously, what happens getting to that point will shape what that opportunity looks like. Now, this is a note for everyone that's in the chat, players and NPCs alike, and the audience that is hopefully still watching this recording, and I'm not just streaming and burning up my computer's brain cells. But NevaeH is a story about exploring your past. No matter which season, which chapters, whatever the case may be, the character ties that you guys create with each other and with NPCs and in your lore is what creates the vividness of this world. So, fear not. Hopefully.